Hey, fellas. Hey, this is our 23rd episode in honor of the greatest number 23 of all times, LeBron Raymond James. Still the GOAT. Still the GOAT.
Welcome to Dunk, baby. We talk mostly basketball. Today we talk The Last Dance. We talk Zion in legal battle with his former agent. Shaq says cancel the season. They want to start the NBA season right into the playoffs. How would that affect other teams? And the UFC is back. They actually fought without any fans. And how would that look for the NBA? So this week with The Last Dance, I thought it was the best weekend. I thought, episode 7 was my favorite. Jordan leaving to go and play baseball. The Bulls were still super good, winning 50 games. Pippen was third in the running for MVP, and then they let the rookie take the last shot. Pippen was like, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Quit on his team. It was a real emotional scene in the locker room afterwards. But I kind of understand that, man. Jerry Cross was swinging off a Kukoc. You know what I'm saying? He's the third runner-up for MVP, or second runner-up for MVP, third in MVP overall. Bro, why are you giving the ball to Kukoc? It worked.
And let's not forget, let's not forget, Kukoc is getting a bigger bag than Scotty. Let's just be real.
You out here with the Monopoly money.
See, it was cool to see MJ kind of, obviously there's been all these rumors about why he decided to retire and all that stuff, but seeing the relationship that he had with his pops, and obviously his pops tragically passing away, and that kind of motivating MJ to make the shift to baseball. And a lot of people, I think, clowned him for baseball, didn't realize, dude hadn't played since he was 16, went out there, hit 200. I've talked to a few people that know what they're talking about, and they said that MJ could have definitely made it to the major leagues if he would have stuck on that trajectory. And to see him come back out there, and just take down juggernauts like the Charlotte Hornets with B.J. Armstrong, honestly one of the greatest teams in NBA history, and just, I think it was funny to me just to kind of see back in those times, the kind of the expansion era and how those squads looked.
For me, the best part of this whole thing has been the trash talk. I've always just cherished Michael Jordan's trash talk. I was a little sad they didn't show some of the trash talk from that final series because Gary really got in Mike's ear and it was hilarious.
It was interesting seeing Jordan laugh, that force, the glove. Bro, Jordan, yes, you're MJ, bro, but the glove was the glove. It's okay, bro. He was the defensive player of the year that year. So Zion is being sued by his former agent, saying that his parents took some illegal benefits. And I will say this, good for him. I stand a king that knows his worth.
Give me a break, bro. Get your bag. Whether it's true or not, I hope whatever they paid him, it wasn't enough. I'm all about athletes getting their bread. I don't think this is a stain on Duke. I wish more schools would break bread. And I wish the NCAA would back off and let these dudes get their bread, unless they later want to see all these dudes go to the G League, and then we're not going to have to watch.
I am appalled and shocked and disgusted that something like this would go on in college basketball. This is a joke. We had heard a rumor that he got $500,000. He's one of thousands that get money and deserve money.
If he only got $500, I think that's more appalling than him actually getting his full worth. All right, so Shaq said we should cancel the season. He said there's going to be a big asterisk by whoever wins the chip. My response to that is, it's still a chip. I don't care about an asterisk if I'm winning a chip.
I like what the NBA is trying to do with the Vegas-Orlando thing. I think, honestly, if you get rid of crowds and all the home court advantage and everything, whoever ends up winning this thing is probably actually the best team, one of the best teams we've ever seen, because they don't have no advantages, no luxuries. They're in Vegas with no buffets. I mean, the Lakers are still going to win, but how can you be in Vegas and you can't hit a buffet?
For me, it's the fact that we're heading into the playoffs, and at least in the West, everyone is healthy. And that's going to be such a fun playoff run, but seeing Kawhi at full strength and PG at full strength against AD at full strength and a well-rested LeBron, that would be so much fun. And to get deprived of that, potentially, who knows what would happen next year. So please don't cancel it.
And they're they were 50, 60 games into the season or something. I mean, that's no asterisk, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers were leading the league for a long time, bro. I mean, I don't get that, And when we talk about the Spurs, and then winning in what was it, 99 when they had the lockout. When they talk about the number of championships they got, nobody talks about that, puts an asterisk by that. Nobody thinks about that. I mean, that's play. So they're talking about jumping right into the playoffs. How do y'all feel about that?
Fine, because here's the thing. I get it, not having what the Pelicans would miss. It seems like that. I was one of those guys.
I would love to have seen them.
I know, but Zion missed a quarter of the season, so it sucks. But do they really earn it? Nah, I don't know. Also, it would be great to have them in the playoffs, but they're just going to get two-pieced in the first round or the second round, so what?
Yes,
I don't know.
By the Lakers. I want to see that.
But
I want to see that passing of the torch. I'm serious.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would love to see Zion under that pressure. I'd love to see, Zoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be great to watch that team. That team is fun as hell to watch. You know what I'm saying? And against the Lakers, especially like when they shipped off a lot of those young guys to the Lakers, it'd be great to see.
They may win one game just for pride, but it would be great for me to see LeBron kind of passing that torch to Zion. You know, kind of like when MJ went into the Garden when the Bulls were 30 and 52, and nobody talks about that part, but they talk about, him dropping 63 and all that other stuff. Like, seeing Zion, a young Zion in the playoffs, I got a chance to see him during the regular season at Staples. That dude is a beast. He's a grown man. He literally is taking dude's cornbread. I would have loved to see that series and kind of, Zion putting up like 50 or 60 in a game against Bron just to get the chatter going. But they wouldn't have won, but it would have been funner to watch.
So obviously they finished the season, they will do it with no fans. The UFC just had matches with no fans. I know you watched that, Swartz. How'd you feel about that?
Well, it was great. It was a little weird watching the walkouts. They got the music going. Guys are doing the whole thing where they're pretending to high five the crowd on the way out. The coolest part, this is the part that I'd be most excited for with the NBA, is that you get to hear a lot of the talk. So one of the things that happened, now there's not a lot of talk between the fighters, but one of the things that happened last night was Greg Hardy was losing his fight. DC, Daniel Cormier, is announcing and goes, Greg Hardy, he's got to really fix some things. Says what Greg Hardy should be trying to fix. Greg Hardy, because there's no audience, can hear him. Changes those things up, wins the fight, and then after the fight, he says this, I fixed this because I heard DC saying it. If the NBA comes back to hear guys talking to each other and to hear coaches getting mad about things, I think it would be a ton of fun.
Playing in front of fans isn't the same for players, but for us, I mean, if they change the way they approach the production of it, it could be a great experience.
Hey, if they do it like ESPN did with The Last Dance and let it be, all cursing, no censorship, honestly, I think that would be a fan's dream, and that would probably make up for not having fans there to hear these dudes be able to talk to each other. I also wonder if the league's going to take that into account and maybe do something, because that could become an issue the other way too. If we're now hearing huddles, we're hearing coaches talk and trying to game plan and strategize and all that other stuff. Maybe they do something with the home team where they let them get a DJ there that can play crowd level at a certain decibel beat. There we go. We can get a lot of fun out of that too, but it's going to be interesting to see, man. Do I think it really is going to happen? I don't think so, but it's good for me to dream and hope.
All right, well, that's the end of the show. I'm Lejetho Jenkins.
I'm King Josiah 54.
I'm Zach.